Hi guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Encased. We are in the cave. Just had a long fight. No serious injuries. Let's actually put some stuff on Katarzyna's utility belt. Well, minor damage. Let's check out the loot on these guys. It's mediocre. So this was the cave where people were disappearing. I'm not sure why all the items show as unavailable, while we can actually make some stuff. Like a boiled egg. Hunger and thirst. Let's do something about that. Well, let's just search the cave, I guess. Generator. And still a few enemies. Could get to high ground maybe. Check out if these are the only two left. Right. Prisoners. Check that when we have dealt with the assassin and berserker. Heat resistance. Could use napalm.
Doing here? Eat shit and die. Where'd you come from?
Wow. Alright then. Stun. Save points. Not enough ammo.
You're dead, asshole.
Alright. Let's reload. So we need some distance. Or can we maybe interact with the prisoners? I didn't find a key. Do we still have a lockpick? Well, we did open the cage. I didn't believe anyone would actually show up. I just wish you'd come sooner. Trevor Penn. His body has been slashed with something sharp. Numerous scars form occult symbols. There's a kind of a star on his forehead. So who carved the symbols? No, just ask him about the carved symbols on his body. If I understood it right, they belong to some kind of cult. They mutilated Tarja. You know, I wanted to get tattoos when I was younger, but I guess I'll just stick with scars. How did you end up in cages? And what did these people want from you? When a whole crowd comes at you, it's difficult not to wind up in a cage. What did they want? They wanted dinner. Luckily, they didn't get it. There is somebody else. An extremely frightened woman. Also symbols carved into her cheeks. Ask about the pictograms carved in your face. They're psychos, well, that's obvious. The one in charge, he said it was the right thing to do. We already killed him. So again, also ask her, how did you end up in the cage? They said we would be a part of him. They wanted to eat us.
I'm gonna call security now, you goddamn ninja.
We just saved you. Can I actually move? No.
Hey, stop right there.
You're dead meat.
Ow!
What? Right, we have help, but the hostages may die. Stun this guy maybe.
Dead asshole.
Use the flamethrower on this guy.
Your brass.
Give up now.
Cover me.
40 damage needed. 80 damage needed. This guy has the stun status. Remaining time 0. Right, and stun doesn't actually mean he cannot do anything. He just loses 3 action points. And some view radius. And evasion and detection radius. Let's focus on the berserker. Heat and cryo.
You're dead, asshole.
Reload. Save. No ammo on the flamethrower. Let's go with 2 cryo shots. Might be enough. Save the point.
You scum.
31 points needed. Not enough ammo. We did spend a lot of ammo in this cave. Well, that's awesome. Rescue operation not entirely successful. She could have used the medkit, but she didn't. Cave. You managed to free the prisoners that the cannibals kept in the cage. Whatever terrible fate they have in store for them. Now they are free, one of them, and the cannibals are left without food supply. Instead of negotiating, you gave the cannibals their own personal holocaust. Hopefully this will stop the Junktown disappearances. Well, there are no cannibals left, so... Cannibal's key. Yeah, there's probably a more subtle approach to this side quest. Like stealing the key and freeing the hostages. Although that will trigger a fight in this area. This cannot be opened with the key apparently. Needed. Brute force also unavailable. Food items. Anything else here? Yes, still the rope. Examine the unidentified person. Bony fingers convulsively clutching some kind of container. Can only examine him, so cannot be looted. And we cannot get in the case. Alright then, can we get back maybe? So, not accessible to cases. It would be nice if we were able to save Tarja Burger 2. But I don't think I want to reload. And that is it for the cave. Let's head back. To Junktown. and give them the good news. Sort of good news. 4 hours.
Come on in.
Can we actually talk to the sheriff? This is the sheriff's office.
I'm all ears.
So, who are you? Kurt Spangler. That is the sheriff. And we didn't talk to him before. So, introduce yourself and tell your story. If you're not lying, you can take that tale of yours straight to Nakamura. She would be definitely interested. And tell us a bit more about Junktown. These are the slums, the outskirts of the city, the only official settlement inside the dome. So ask him what there is to do around here. There's not much in the way of entertainment. You can always wander the streets, bothering people with stupid questions. There's a bar, a cave under the bar. Alright, where people sometimes beat on each other's faces in the spirit of sportsmanship and money. You can watch or you can take part if you're interested, although something tells me that you need something more serious. I'll get straight to the point. A local guy left Junktown and moved to the caves just after this quarantine business began. He founded some kind of commune there beyond the reach of the new committee's laws. What's wrong with that? Well, I'll tell you, bad rumors about that cave. Yeah, we just been there and we solved the problem. Sort of. Many left to live there, but only a few return. And then for supplies, and always the same ones. I've long since realized what it means to be a sheriff here. This is the new committee. You need a written confirmation for everything, or you'll get into so much shit that you won't ever wash it off. Tell him you visited the cave he told you about and report on the gang of cannibals. Tell him you killed them all. Society is a gift that keeps on giving. Whatever shit is going down, people always find a way to rain down some more. So you killed the boss, so say, good. Hopefully that will put an end to the disappearances. I think it will. And ask him what changed during the 2 years. Not sure what the 2 years are referring to. Well, we've got the new committee now, but with old weaknesses. They rebranded after the incident. Though everything only got worse in my opinion. The caste system of theirs. As a former Orange, I can say some of the blacks and silvers are a little bit too much in love with the new order. Bureaucracy, whistleblowing, bribes. It's almost like some kind of post-apocalyptic dystopia here. Ask him if absolutely everything is crap. Well, I'm not the one to complain. I turned out lucky doing the odd favors for Nakamura. The other guys, there are some decent folk. You just got to give way to them. We know who Nakamura is. We know how to get into the city. Leave for
See you
now.
later.
You killed all the cannibals and reported it to Kurt. He was delighted to hear this news. The mystery has been solved and people will stop disappearing in this area. Blacks are grateful for your actions. That's awesome. Now we need the sermon.
Everything we ever expected from the dome. They are happiness and a better world. They are adventure. They are your...
Santiago spreads his arms as if to give you a hearty hug.
Good to see you. Please don't forget about our sermons every day at 6 p.m. on this very spot. My dearly beloved people...
Because we need to talk to that guy for an item we need for the emulator project. Namely the specially modified teleglasses.
Was it money? Adventure? Goodwill? One thing every one of us has in common. We all came here seeking the best for ourselves and the world. And we are all frustrated. This
People start gathering around the makeshift stage. Judging by their clothes, some of them came from the city, but most are locals. A handful brought their own glasses, but the majority has none. Apparently, they'll be hearing the sermon for the first time. Santiago is contentedly pacing the length of the stage, wearing his usual grin.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I do ask that you please forgive the delay. Once my assistants arrive with the equipment for any of you who've come without, we shall begin. Ah, here they are.
Lights shimmer behind the sewage gate. Some people with torches appear to drag a large wooden box up on the stage. Someone pries open the lid. Teleglasses are laid in rows in the box. The assistants begin to pass them out to the crowd.
Right. Let's try to figure out how the glasses work.
You take the glasses off and turn them over in your hands. Super Color Navigator manufactured the base. However, this unit's assembly and parts are both of lower quality. This example was made here, under the dome. Other differences are more noticeable. The main lenses are purple, with additional, thinner lenses bearing a luminous projection net hidden beneath. A small radio aerial is mounted on the side of the device. There are silicon-capped speakers on the inside near the user's temples. These teleglasses are also significantly heavier than similar silver wing devices. Santiago claps his hands.
Ah, this will be a wonderful night. Dear guests, please take a couple of steps back from the stage and put on your glasses.
Alright, let's put on the glasses.
You place the device on your head. Nothing's happened yet. The world around you is unchanged, except for the slightly purple tint. You look around. Everyone is hastily donning their teleglasses. The spotlights around the stage go dark, and the rippling screens turn off one by one. Vague, bright flashes fly past you in the gathering purple dusk, and you hear the sounds of the seashore. Waves are rolling in over a strip of pebbles onto fine, white sand. Looking more closely, you see the water is sparkling light blue, rose, and white. The waves are filled with light, although it doesn't resemble sunlight. Casting your head back, you look up at a peacefully blazing blue disk high in the sky. Someone takes you by the hand. A pretty woman is smiling kindly at you, her face a shimmering white.
I am Sister Maria. Come with me.
You walk along the shore together. The sea washing up at your feet recalls memories, though it's hard to say whether they represent things that actually happened. Did you go looking for little crabs? Did you build a castle from a handful of wet sand that formed walls and towers by itself? The sunglasses you just picked up from the surf, did you ever really find them on a beach? Maria gives your fingers a playful squeeze.
We could stay here forever. It doesn't matter where you were before. Here, you can build and live the life you want.
Alright. Wander aloud when the sermon will actually begin. Ask Maria what the catch is.
The woman stops to kick up sand with her bare foot.
Must there be a catch? The world we're sharing right now is unreal. But what is real nowadays? Apart from a civilization dying in the desert. This place, it's alive. And more real than you think.
Ask about your physical needs. You still need to eat, drink and return to reality from time to time. Instead of in the virtual world.
The church gathers people to find solutions together. Stay with us, and you'll see how much we've achieved. But you'll have to come to the second sermon for that.
The woman is holding you by the shoulders. The sand on her hands sparkles with minuscule neon lights.
Say nothing, walk beside her in silence. Let's wander aloud when the sermon will actually begin.
Her smile seems to glow with a gentle light.
It has already begun. A sermon need not be only about words. Showing is much more important than telling.
Right.
The soft roll of the waves brings peace. You walk contentedly alongside Maria. The sky overhead reminds you of a blue-rose abyss. Massive glowing streams rise from the gleaming horizon like flames in slow motion. Your companion slows down a bit. We're almost there. You'll see something soon. She takes a step into the ocean, dragging you after her. The water splashes with each step, but doesn't slow you down at all. The dark blue dome above grows ever larger and lighter, as if you were strolling right into the heavens, your feet never leaving the sea. When the opening above your head has vanished completely, you see an enormous arch lost in the boundless sky. A distant land dotted with seas roofs this world. The lights of settlements on this sky continent shimmer through gleaming clouds.
Maria turns to you. We'll stop here. That faraway world can be yours. The church is willing to give it to each of us. All we need to do is take a step forward. I will be waiting here for your return.
Before you have a chance to respond, the space around you begins to fall apart. Everything decays into a grid of glowing lines which rapidly blink off, one by one. You rip the glasses off your head. Water's sloshing in your boots and the ground around your feet is wet. A novitiate standing by the stage is holding a fire hose. He closes the nozzle and drags it away. Then the lanterns all come on again, illuminating the stage where Santiago's standing, arms thrown up.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Maria and I will be waiting for you at our next sermon. Pause
Alright.
and listen and think. What brought you
Church, one of the factions, I think. You need specially modified teleglasses. Did we actually get them?
Was it money? Adventure? Goodwill? One thing every one of us has in common.
Seeing you, Santiago's smile broadens.
How did you like the sermon? It was well worth your time, right?
Both enjoyable and fascinating. A sectarian shit show. Say it was disgusting, and whoever put on this sectarian shit show deserves that. Well, let's not make an enemy out of this guy before we get what we need. It was enjoyable and fascinating.
The corners of the Reverend's mouth rise up to the limit his facial muscles allow and quiver with tension.
I didn't expect that kind of answer, but now I do expect you to become a regular guest of our humble meetings. You're always welcome here. Please remember that.
He puts a friendly arm around your shoulders.
My dearly beloved...
Seeing you, Santiago's smile broadens.
How did you like the sermon? It was well worth your time, right?
So we have come from Henrietta and we need teleglasses for the emulator.
The Reverend continues to smile, but his eyes are moving behind the black glasses. Santiago is examining you closely. He pulls a massive pair of teleglasses wrapped in wires from his pocket.
I watched you during the sermon. I'm not surprised that Henrietta chose you. Her instinct for people with potential has always amazed me.
Santiago hands you the device.
Here, say hello to Henrietta for me. My dearly beloved people of...
Alright. We have received the teleglasses created by the church, specifically for the emulator. And we need to bring them in the emulator project office. This still has the Magellan Station mention. Right. That's actually correct because I didn't reload before that.
Listen and think. What brought you here?
Just decided not to further explore the station because we lose Katarzyna. Let's actually check the teleglasses. Glasses designed by the church using their own technology, compatible with the software and equipment of the emulator. This device can serve as a human-machine interface. Cannot equip it. the Maelstrom Church. It's probably not a faction Dr. Phantasm will join.
Russo is comparing the readings with the data in her notebook.
Any news? We need to prepare this thing for the new trials as soon as possible.
Right, here are the modified teleglasses.
The White sets the device on the table.
Here's something funny. I gave the latest version of these to our engineers. They took it apart and told me the technology can't be replicated at this point. The circuit board customizations are completely foreign to them. We have no idea what makes them tick. That means we'll need to perform our sun dance for the abbot. Round and round.
She adds.
Alright. Move away for now. You managed to get the teleglasses and you brought them to the emulator project. And they are created by the church specifically. Have been delivered and connected to the emulator interface. Very good. That job is done. Still a way off to level 7 though. Take care of the thirst. Well, that's alright for now. Now we need to decide what to do next. So the companion mission actually results in you losing your companion. I think we may check out the site where the caravan was lost as a next step. Oh, that's something for the next episode now, though. For now, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.